please come forward and sit together? Those who are not participating can go. Others, please come forward. Cause me to come to the river, oh Lord. Cause me to drink from the river, oh Lord. Cause me to live in the river, oh Lord. Cause me to come, cause me to drink, cause me to live. Let's prepare a heart to drink from the fountain of the living water. Cause me to come to thy river, O Lord. Cause me to drink from thy river, O Lord. Cause me to live in thy river, O Lord. Please sing with me. Cause me to come to thy river, O Lord. Cause me to drink from thy river, O Lord. Cause me to live in thy river, O Lord. Cause me to come, cause me to drink, cause me to live. Come on together, loud. Cause me to come to thy river, O Lord. Cause me to drink from thy river, O Lord. Cause me to live in thy river, O Lord. Cause me to come, cause me to drink, cause me to live, cause me to come to thy heart, O Lord. Cause me to come to thy heart, O Lord. Cause me to drink from thy heart, O Lord. Cause me to live by thy heart, O Lord. Cause me to come, cause me to drink. Okay, I didn't want the moderation, now I'm going to talk. Okay, let me in the presence of Jesus. Maybe that's God's will. Alright. Okay, look, let's kneel down for a moment. It's okay, I can be the talk in His presence too. Lord Jesus, thank you for your living, mighty presence. We adore you, we love you, we praise you. We give ourselves to you, our life to you. Please be seated. I just explain a few things. Romans chapter 6, verse 3. Are you unaware that we who were baptized into Christ Jesus were baptized into his death? We were indeed buried with him through baptism into death, so that just as Christ was raised from the dead by the glory of the Father, we too might live in the newness of life. We know that our old self was crucified with him, so that our sinful body might be done away with, that we might no longer be a slave to sin. We know that Christ raised from the dead, dies no more. Death no longer has power over him. After his death, he died to sin once and for all. After his life, he lives for God. Consequently, my brothers and sisters, you too must think of yourself being dead to sin and living for God in Christ Jesus. This verse explains the meaning of our baptism. In baptism, we were dead, we were buried, and by the Holy Spirit raised to life. That's what we call grace of baptism. Many of us were baptized as infants, small child, but we don't remember what happened. But later we learned in catechism. Perhaps we did not learn. And perhaps through retreats or laying of the hand in confirmation, we were taught about the power of the Spirit we received in baptism, and we are led by the Holy Spirit. Perhaps not. In the case of Catholic Church, we know many people are ignorant of the Holy Spirit and the work of the Holy Spirit, which I shared with you on the first day. I too was ignorant. Holy Spirit is a living person in us. He is a person who is guiding, leading, etc. At the same time, Holy Spirit is a power, I told you, a dynamic. And it's a bomb in our soul by which we can overcome temptations, overcome our tendency to sin, desires of the flesh, and we can overcome by the power of the Holy Spirit. And all the negative forces we can withstand and overcome by the power of the Holy Spirit. And all this sin I was talking to you the other day. But the main thing, dying to sin and rising in newness of life in the Holy Spirit. You know, usually when people are prayed over for the infilling of the Holy Spirit, there is a phenomenon called resting in the Holy Spirit. But as some of you might have heard, when they feel the presence of the Holy Spirit in the soul, they feel themselves weak and fall on the floor. And then, when a part of the Spirit, they rise again. It's an experience, a charism, a gift. I have witnessed several like that, even people without alcoholism, with very many bondages. After receiving the Spirit, they are really dead, literally. When they fall down, they feel they are really dead. Then they rise again with a new decision to live a new life. I've seen that very clearly. Actually, resting in the Holy Spirit is a literally happening of the power of the baptism. Baptism will happen, but we were not able to know anything. It was only a ritual. Although Holy Spirit came really into us, and we were able to God the Father, and we were able to have a personal relationship with Jesus and member of the Catholic Church, etc. But we knew nothing. But the Spirit was there. Now St. Paul says in 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 6. 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 6. I remind you to stir into flame the gift of God that you have through the imposition of my hands. St. Paul is telling, stir into flame. We have one word, inflame. Inflame. The correct word is, olden times, you know how people used to make fire in the oven. The previous night, they might hide little fire in the charcoal or in the ash. Because nowadays nobody knows about that. We are everything electronic and electric. And then early morning, The housewife, the mother would come and put some wood or charcoal and go on blowing. And then this spark start burning the whole wood. St. Paul is using the same word in Greek. Blow the spark of the Spirit into flame. That's the real meaning. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So blow the spark of the Holy Spirit into flame. All of us have the Spirit, maybe a spark. Perhaps it was covered by our ash of sin in the past. Now, by confession, repentance, we remove the ash. Now we have to blow, stir in flame, so that we'll be burning lamps. Burning lamps. Jesus said, you are the light of the world. Hallelujah. 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 And St. Paul in Philippians chapter 3, verse 15 says, what we should be. You may be blameless and innocent children of God, without blemish in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, among whom you shine like light in the world. Beautiful sentence. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes, we are in a crooked and wicked and dark world. What a Christian should be as a light shine in the darkness, as a light showing the way, living a blameless, innocent, holy life. The Holy Spirit come to us as flame, fire, to burn us so that we become the light of the world. And I just want to say many things, but we are in short time, and of course I want to pray over you by laying hands. And I'm just telling what I'm going to do. You have the Holy Spirit. I'm not praying that you may get the Holy Spirit somewhere else. No. The Holy Spirit abides in you, believe. By baptism, confirmation, and all sacraments. Perhaps that Holy Spirit is not active, not on fire. That's why we say, Holy Spirit, come and set my heart on fire. Holy Spirit is really fire, you know, as fiery tongues came on the apostles. If you think of the Pentecost, you know, Peter who denied Jesus 3 times. The apostles who ran away at the crucifixion with the depression, sadness, disappointment. But when the Holy Spirit came, what they were. What marvelous change happened. I say, Peter, who was a cock or chicken, became Peter the Lamb. Hallelujah. I said cock because when the cock crew 3 times he denied Jesus. That means he was afraid. All his fears vanished when Holy Spirit came to him. He was ready to die for Christ. The man who said, Lord, let this not happen to you. This suffering and cross was ready to die like Jesus, and he died like Jesus on the cross. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So, you know, in the year 2000, I was going to Saudi Arabia for evangelization for the Muslims. And the airport in Bombay, always I used to take flight from India to Saudi Arabia or any Gulf countries, because, you know, the Indians have much relationship with the Arab countries. So, I was in the airport in the immigration. In front of me, a man with long hair, half shaved, half hair hanging down, and dressed as an Indian, all through the whole body, tattoos, and piercing on the nose, tongue, etc. And he was a white man, either an American or European, I thought to myself. He went to India somewhere and adopted the Indian dress, Indian way, and he was speaking something with the police. I just listened. He was telling, sir, allow me to go with my dogs in the flight. Why don't you allow me to go with my boss? I'm ready to pay tickets for my boss. Then I looked. He had a snake around the neck and a mouse in the hand. There were his doors from India. He was asking the police to permission to go in the flight. You can just think how angry the police was saying. Throw them out, throw them out, throw them out. The police were shouting. I was just behind. I asked myself what I could do at the moment. As a Christian, as a Catholic, all I could do was to pray. And I prayed in tongues, not very loud, just in the heart a little. If I pray loud in tongues, people might take me to the mental hospital. So I prayed in the spirit. You know, I can tell you honestly, in the last 46 years, whenever I prayed in tongues, immediately the Holy Spirit gave me the solution. Immediately. While I was in prison, while I was suspected, in all cases I can tell you, I prayed in tongues. That's simply like a board, like a chant. Simply. Holy Spirit comes immediately to help. I'm telling you honestly. So when I prayed, the Holy Spirit showed me his name, his identity. I put my hand on the boy who was 21 and said, my son, you are a German Catholic. What a shame holding these two creatures who say that they are your gods. He was shocked. He looked at me. Sir, how do you know that I'm a German? How do you know I'm a Catholic? I said, my Lord told me. You know, those times we were not allowed to take a crucifix to Saudi Arabia. But I had always a small crucifix under the belt. Even now it's not allowed because we have to take that out. So I took a small cross and said, look, this is my God and your God. And he revealed your name, Joseph. He told me that you are a German Catholic. Oh, crying, he asked, why do you call me my son? I always decide a man might call me my son. I have no father, I have an orphan. And my stepfather was very, very cruel, alcoholic. He never called me my son. First time a man calling me my son. Please call me again. In those few words, I knew what was inside. I embraced and said, you're my son, Joseph, I love you. Then I said, he asked me, sir, can you tell all about Jesus to me? I said, yes, throw away the creatures and come with me. Police was trying for about half an hour to make him throw, but they didn't succeed. But when I gave it love, we took the snake and the mouse and threw into the pit. The police said, thank you, Father. And the people in the queue said, thank you, and clapped hands. Night in the flight for 4.5 hours, talked to him about Jesus. Then only he knew that I was a priest. And then, to cut a long story short, the flight ended with his confession after 15 years. Perhaps after his first confession, he had not made a confession. And when I celebrated the Holy Mass in a hotel in Riyadh, there were about 55 or 60 Muslims who were not baptized. They were not able to receive the Holy Communion. Only Joseph was worthy to receive Holy Communion. After the communion, end of the Mass, I laid my hands and prayed. Shake yours of joy, Papa James. I was searching for this. I met him. I lived for him and died for him, Papa. I cannot forget those words and his emotion. And from that moment, he started working with me as my right hand for evangelization in Saudi Arabia and all other countries. Several times he was imprisoned, beaten. Never he wanted to come back to Europe. Once when I met him, he was so weak. I said, my son, I used to call him always my son. He used to call me Papa. My son, you are very tired. Go to Europe, Germany, take rest for 2-3 months, then be strong and come back. You know what he told me? Father James, don't tell me that. You never take rest. Don't tell me what you are not doing. Till the last Muslim is converted, I'll be here. And I'll share with you the second part of the story. 2.5 years ago, he was murdered by the ISIS in Iraq. He was conducting a prayer group, and he was caught by the ISIS along with the 7 other people. I came to know only after 2 weeks what happened through the letters and telephone. When he was caught and asked him to renounce Jesus and accept Allah as God, he said, even if you cut my throat, I would never do that. And they cut first the hands with the courage, and the hands that are on the floor are crying out, Jesus is Lord. They cut the feet, hands, legs. He said the same. And they threatened, we are going to cut your throat. He said, the throat that is on the floor will jump and shout, Jesus is Lord. They cut the head. That was the end of my son. Surely when I heard the story, I cried. I cried. I had mixed feeling. Sadness because I lost my son. But joy is in heaven as a mother. Praise the Lord. My dear brothers and sisters, my children, we know many Christians all over the world are massacred by terrorists these days. I'm sure you are reading the stories, especially in African countries, Nigeria, I'm sure. Every hour. And the whole world is keeping quiet. The world has no conscience to react. So my sis, and I'm telling, how common is to be a martyr. Let's pay attention to the Calvary. We see 2 martyrs. One is a bloody martyr, Jesus, shedding blood. Another, a martyr under the foot of the cross, not shedding blood, Mary, our mother. The call of a Christian is to be a martyr, either by shedding blood, becoming a bloody martyr, or a bloodless martyr like Mary. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. In both cases, what we need is the courage of the Holy Spirit. The power of the Holy Spirit. Yes, we have many sufferings, I told in the 3rd Mass, I think here. I've gone through various sufferings ever since I received the Holy Spirit. Various physical illness. 6 times in the prisons of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Bahrain. And several times I did not know how to come out. I just share with you one incident. I went to Manjackal and preached a big retreat for 100,000 people. According to the newspaper and journalists, it was the biggest gathering in Manjackal. That was in the year 2001. After the program, Father Salko gave me a packet of grocery and told me, Father, these are for your Muslim children. When you go to God, take and give them. Good wooden groceries. I got the grocery but was a bit scared whether it would escape the X-ray. I was praying much. My friends all were praying. But I was caught. I was arrested in the airport and thrown into the jail. A room with 70 prisoners is stinking. And I was sitting there. Suddenly, I always, when I pray, I was praying in tongues, in soft voice. Holy Spirit told me, go to the toilet, WC. I was not even feeling to go for pee. I thought, why the Lord is telling me to go? I obey always the Holy Spirit, even if I think that is stupid. I went, and then, oh my God, I cannot think of the stink in the toilet. Not washed for many years. I was there. I heard a voice. Put your hand in the trouser. I put my hand in the pocket. You know, when someone is arrested, usually police take away everything, no? But when the police took everything away, they will not see the mobile phone which was in my pocket. So the police was telling, take. I took it. You know, I'm very poor in number. God is so wonderful. Thousands of telephone numbers, she knows. She's very good accounting. For me, I can remember numbers. Names I can remember, but not numbers. So I said, Lord, what shall I do with the telephone? Whom shall I call? I don't know any number. Give me a number. I prayed in tongues, Then, like in a white screen, I showed a telephone number. But the code I knew is a number in Saudi Arabia. I dialed. On the other side, a young man from my own country, Kerala, India, speaking my language. Hallelujah. How great is my God. If I were to speak something in English, others would understand. Now, of course, I speak my language here, only very few would understand here. So the Lord wanted me to speak with a second language. And I said, his name was Thomas. Joseph, his name also was Joseph. Not Thomas, sorry. Thomas. He said, Father James, what a fool you are. You brought 1,000 groceries. You are not allowed even one grocery in Saudi Arabia. You know this is all forbidden under capital punishment. I can do nothing. I asked, where are you working? I'm in the Army Corps, the military camp of the Americans in Saudi Arabia. It's a worker there. I said, please, you can help me. No, I can do nothing. I said, the Lord can do. And the line was cut. I tried again, I couldn't get it. Something was happening. After a few hours, the guard came and told me, you have a special room. VIP room. I was taken to a single room. They gave me good Indian food to eat. How great is Holy Spirit. I think through Thomas only everything was arranged. I believe and thank God. The second day, the guard came and told me, James, be prepared to appear before the court tomorrow, that day. Just praying what to say, how to defend. If I'm going to share the truth, surely it will be. I was not prepared to say a lie. I know Holy Spirit will go away if I would say a lie. I simply praise God that anything might happen. If it is that, okay. Hallelujah, hallelujah, but don't pray. Morning I was taken to the court. I was surprised to see an American military captain, a lawyer by name Jim Vicky, defending my case. He looked at the judge and said, look at this poor Indian James. He went to Gore to pilgrimage. And the people there collected and gave these horses for the American army here. And we did not know the law here he carried. And you arrested and put him here in the jail. Please release him and give the rosary to the soldiers. I heard it clearly in English. The judge did not ask me even a simple question. He just looked at me, rang the bell, James is released. Jim gave a packet of rosary to me. I went with them to the desert to the Muslims. And Jim became my intimate from that moment. But sad to say, he was killed in the Iraq war. So these are all how Holy Spirit was leading. That's why I told, always Holy Spirit will come and give a help to someone. You know, 7 years ago I felt ill. I had no Indians around me. You know, when I left India for world evangelization, Holy Spirit told me, when you go abroad, don't go and preach to Indians, preach to the people who are there. When I told my superiors, my bishop, my provincial, they told, you don't know German, you don't know Italian, you don't know any other foreign language. You cannot preach there. No, the Holy Spirit is telling me to go, I said. I said, if the Holy Spirit is asking me to go, He will give me the means. I left 22 years with the decision, no retreat preaching to my Indians. Only to the people in Germany, Austria, or in France or America, only the local people, no preaching to the Indians. Not because I don't like the Indians, no, that was the command of the law. I had to observe, I had to obey. I tell you these 22 years, I never gave a retreat for Indians or Kerala people. Although some of them come and attend the English retreats or German retreats. And I'm telling you, so I always obey the Holy Spirit. And you know, if you look at my website, you can see, without knowing language, I speak to 5,000, 8,000, even 10,000 Germans, Austrians, or Slovakians, or foreigners. The Lord speaks, not I. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All the talks, all the prayers are translated when they come to participate. They don't feel bored to hear the word of God. They are not bored to listen to the prayer and change their lives. So I say, I felt ill 7 years ago. I had no one to help me from India. And as I went alone, when there was no my community, the MSF as the priest, nobody was there. But God sent an angel, that is Gadi. Hallelujah. From that moment till now, she's a mother to me, taking care of me. You must know, 3 years, I could not eat with my hand. I could not digest food. I could not wash my body with my hand. Everything like a mother, she was doing. I have no words to express the suffering she endured for me. Perhaps she became weak because of me. Sometimes I feel a kind of guilt. She suffered much for me. In panic, can't imagine. None of my relatives, none of my Indians, none of my confederates, she wrote. Every day hearing from the lips of the doctors, he's going to die, he's going to die. So I tell you, in moments of suffering, the Holy Spirit will come and guide you, help you to somebody. Like when Jesus was in Gethsemane, he was so difficult to suffer. He said, if possible, let this cup part from me, but not my will, your will. The Lord sent an angel to strengthen me. Yes, be sure. If you live by the Holy Spirit, He will come in the person of anyone to help. Everywhere I found it, just telling. I can tell you, all the 6 times when I was in prison, somebody came to help. And thus I came out from the prisons. And also, whenever problems, difficulties, sometimes big financial crisis. Even to pay the bill in the hospital was so hard, I had no insurance. Everything was private. There were times, and the Holy Spirit came and helped to many people generously. Never had a problem. Yes, ever I had a problem, but always the Lord solved the problem. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes, I always remember what is written in the book of Exodus chapter 14, verse 14. I will fight for you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I will fight for you. So, make a friendship with the Holy Spirit. I say, fall in love with the Holy Spirit. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. When you fall in love with the Holy Spirit, you are falling in love with Jesus and His Father and Trinity. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So, again I say, give importance to the Holy Spirit in your spiritual life. Pray more to the Holy Spirit than only to Jesus or Father or Mary or Anthony. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. First the Holy Spirit. First the Holy Spirit. Automatically when you pray to the Holy Spirit, Jesus will become your Lord. And you will say, Lord, Lord, Lord Jesus, my Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Because with the help of the Holy Spirit, everyone shout out, Jesus is Lord. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 3. Without the Holy Spirit, you cannot say Jesus is Lord. With the power of the Holy Spirit, always you will say Jesus is Lord. Amen? Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. So, when you pray to the Holy Spirit and constantly led by the Holy Spirit, you are with the experience of Jesus humanity. Jesus' victory. And in the lap of God the Father, in the lap of Mary, our mother, and the fellowship of the saints, angels. This is what I experience, I tell you. Always. Early morning, 4 o'clock, for my personal prayer, I say, good morning, Holy Spirit. Then start praying in tongues. Suddenly I feel the experience of the Trinity. Then I see saints around me, angels around me, God praising, and I fall in love with the Trinity. So spend some time praying like that alone. We call it personal prayer. You will read in my books. All 3 books I have written about that in Eureka. Also in I Show Eternity. Also in the book Family Tree Healing, Liberation from the Curse of the Lord. And second, Holy Eucharist. I spoke much about it. Now it's a matter of decision. Make a decision to go daily to Holy Mass and to eat the body and drink the blood of Jesus. Make it a habit. Number 3, pray together in your home, family prayer. Family that prays stays together. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So make it a habit again. I written how to make family prayer, how to form prayer group, etc. How to pray in tongues in the book which I have written, Prayer Does Wonders. So pray at home. Number 4, join a prayer group and go regularly to a prayer group. And there praise God, clap hands, sing, etc., etc. And 5, pray the Bible. I don't say read the Bible. Bible is not to be read, but to be prayed. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Every day, read the Bible. Set pressure. And many Catholics don't read, don't know, ignorance. As St. Ambrose says, ignorance of the Bible is ignorance of God. So we are ignorance about God. That's the move I do. So these are 5 things I say, usually 5 multivitamin tablets for spiritual growth. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. In the absence of Dr. Ritchie, I take up the duty to prescribe these tablets. 1, personal prayer. 2, Holy Eucharist. And 3, family prayer. 4, prayer group. And 5, Bible, Word of God. Then you can have other vitamin tablets like vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, like fasting once a week, setting apart some money for evangelization, or setting apart some money for the poor, or doing some kind of penance. Maybe several pain, suffering coming, accept and join with the sufferings of Jesus. And perhaps taking up the ventures of evangelization. Maybe organizing retreats, organizing several other ministries, conducting prayer groups, like that. Grow in Jesus, grow in the Holy Spirit. As time is short, I just say these few things. Now I'm going to pray that you might be filled or energized by the Holy Spirit. Now, a few minutes we reflect on the thanks we receive the Holy Spirit before the Lord. Then I will try to pray for each one by praying hands. It's difficult for me to stand and pray with that. So I thought one man would come and hold my hand and stand. And you will come in line and stand, I just pray. When I get tired, I sit on the wheelchair. I believe God might give me power to pray over it. After I pray over it, we go back and sit on the chair. I'm sure children and the music group might be singing good songs of praise, songs of the Holy Spirit. Okay? Money is there with the children, not with the group. So we pray, praise, and after all the prayer over with the blessing, we end the program. Okay? For a moment, look at Jesus. Savior. If possible, let us kneel down and surrender ourselves. For a moment, thank God, thank Jesus for the times you received the Holy Spirit in your life. We all received the Holy Spirit first in baptism. All of you are baptized. Thank the Lord for the baptism and the Holy Spirit you received. I am sure majority of you have received confirmation. Ask the Lord to rejuvenate the power of the Spirit that you received, to enkindle the power that you received. Thanking God for the confirmation. At every confession, at every Holy Communion, you receive the Holy Spirit. When you were married, the Holy Spirit came and you two became one. Great miracle. Thank the Lord for your matrimony. Perhaps when you were sick, someone came and prayed over you and anointed you, gave you the sacrament of the sick. Thank the Lord for the Holy Spirit you received in that sacrament. The deacon or priest, they received the Holy Spirit. They were anointed by the Holy Spirit in the time of ordination. Thank the Lord. Lord, all of us together thank you and praise you for the time you received the Holy Spirit. Not only in sacraments, when we are praying alone, praying together, you send your Holy Spirit and filled us with the grace. We thank you for those moments. Also, some of us had been to other charismatic programs and received the laying on of the hands by someone. Lord, thank you for the times they were again anointed by the Spirit. Lord Jesus, although we received your power, we did not walk by you. We ask you, Father, forgive us. Lord, we now decide to walk by the Spirit throughout. Let's all make that decision in the heart, a sincere decision to follow Jesus and live an authentic Catholic Christian life. Open the heart, if possible, hands, and say, Lord, Holy Spirit, come. Enlighten me, strengthen me, and enkindle the fire in me. Pray in your soul, pray in your heart. Ask for various fruits, gifts, and charisms, like love, peace, joy, gentleness, meekness, self-control, humility, piety. Ask for everything. Ask for the sevenfold gifts like wisdom, knowledge, understanding, counseling, piety, courage, fear of God. Ask for whatever charism you might need. Charism to pray, charism to read the Bible and understand, charism of the word of knowledge, charism of the word of wisdom, charism of praying and singing in tongues, charism of prophecy, charism of healing, charism to do miracles and signs, charism to evangelize, charism to help others, serve others. Ask for the basic charism to be a good husband, a good wife, a good father, a good mother, a good child of God. Ask whatever you need. If you like, you can stand up. If you like, you can stand up. You cannot hear, I don't know, is it my voice problem? Look at Jesus, the giver of the Holy Spirit. Open your heart and both hands. Make a complete surrender. Surrender your heart, your mind, your body, all that you are and all that you have. Like a handmaid of the Lord, like a servant of the Lord, with all humility stand opening the heart and say in the heart, Lord, I give myself fully to you. All that I want is your Holy Spirit. Right now through the prayer, fill me that I may die to myself. And by your Holy Spirit I may raise to life. I may live a life for you and for your church. Make the decision and pray in your heart. Jesus, Lord, right now. Look at this, my children. They are praying sincerely, ardently desiring for the Holy Spirit, thirsting for the infilling. You know who are praying for the infilling. And what all gifts and charism they are asking for. Have mercy on them, Lord. I join my prayer with the prayers of all the priests in heaven and on earth. And very, very specially, I join my prayers with the prayers of Father Maria and all their spiritual directors or friends. I join my prayers with my spiritual children. I join my prayer with Gabriel, Richie, and many others. Right now, open the heavens. Send your Holy Spirit upon each one here. Come, Holy Spirit, come with power. Fill them with our peace. Fill them with power. Sanctify them, sanctify them. Holy Spirit, Lord, come. Sanctify each one. Holy Spirit, Lord, come with the fruits, gifts, charism. Holy Spirit, Lord, come with the grace. Make them grace-filled. Come, Holy Spirit. Come, Holy Spirit. Transform their life. Change their life. Come, Holy Spirit, come. Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, come with your fire. Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, come with your fire. Holy Spirit, come with your fire. Holy Spirit, come with your fire. Music group sing, all of us should continue singing. The group can come and stand.